standard double bicep on a Friday. Welcome to the High Performance Man podcast with your host Adriano. Now, to the two viewers I have listening, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I can't wait to continue on this amazing journey of providing you the highest value of high performance man content to make you guys better, stronger, faster, and irreplaceable in life. So, with that being said, I want to talk about one way that you can leverage your success and your capabilities to be someone that is irreplaceable. What is someone that is irreplaceable? Well, it's someone that's rare, right? Rare, I believe, probably exists in that top 1% of people. If you want to be a top 1% person, the skills and attributes that you have to have just have to be better than 99% of people, which, from what I've seen in life, aren't that high. You have people that rarely commit to anything long term, that aren't willing to be experts in everything, that are 70% of people are already out of shape and overweight. There's one. So you get in shape, you're already better in that sense than 70% of people, which is a really easy way of leveraging yourself. Now, if you look better, you will feel better, you will behave better, you will make better choices, you will be perceived better in the world. More people will like you because you align with someone that is healthy. You'll have better relationships because you'll be in relationship with people that care about fucking life, as opposed to numbing themselves with food, drugs, alcohol. So, getting your physical health and fitness in check is going to be one of the quickest and easiest ways you can leverage a small amount of work every day to be better than 70% of people. And I say better. Yeah, I mean better. Sorry. I think physically I'm better than someone that's obese. I'm going to say it now. I'm not really ashamed of that. I put in a lot of work. People who are obese don't really care about their health and fitness or implementing any real change. Everyone can be skinny. Everyone can be fat. I've just chosen that I want to be lean and somebody else hasn't. And I think that's a better choice to make on my end. So I'm going to say I'm doing better. Without that justification aside, if you want to be better than 70% of people, just get in shape. 15% body fat, 10% body fat. Nothing too crazy. Now, after that, some education, some courses. Most people probably just finish university, or not even university, high school, and that's all the education that they do. Some people will do a trade. Some people will do university. Some people will do some education outside of that. Now, I've got a fitness diploma and a degree in psychology. Those are some things that really mattered to me at the time. And since then, I've taken it upon myself to do a lot of research and a lot of education about a huge variety of topics with regard to health and fitness, so I can become an expert and have most of the answers to most of the questions I get asked week on week from my clients. So that is another way you can be irreplaceable, is like I think they call it tertiary education after high school education. That would be something that I'd recommend as well. Or if you can get in some sort of short course, 6-week, 2-week, 6-month, to elevate yourself, it just puts you that far ahead of the competition. Now, yes, 50% I'm in competition with the other 50% of the humans that are here, other men, probably even 100% of humans that are here. And if I take a competitive mindset, I'm not going to try and kick someone as they're walking, in the street next to me because I'm in competition with everybody, like, fucking yes. No, what it means is I'm going to do things that leverage my time right now to be perceived as better when the time comes when I get granted an opportunity. If I am someone that's in shape, six-pack, etc., I'm going to have so many more opportunities for me based on people's perceptions of me, based on the shape that I'm in, based on a bunch of stuff. And people underestimate that because they just don't want to put in the work as well. Like, oh, it doesn't, like, if you go to a job interview and I guarantee someone's obese, over 100 kilos as a lady, or, probably over 110 as a man, I guarantee the interviewer is going to, if you had the same resume, same everything, person's going to pick the person that's in shape. Guaranteed. Because why would you want someone who's lazy and doesn't look after themselves? It's not a good sign of characteristics that you want to attract in your life and your business. It's just not. And people can kick and moan and bitch and moan about it, but that's the truth. And so why not give yourself the opportunities and the leveraging that you deserve? I think everyone deserves a really good life, and I think those are the ways to get it. So exercise, getting that 10% body fat, tertiary education after school, I think is a great way of leveling up. And then doing short courses and that sort of stuff as well that you have to pay for. So let's say even a personal trainer or coach like myself, let's say you invest $2,600 for 6 months worth of coaching. You learn how to count calories in that time. You learn how to train correctly. If you take a learning mindset to it, you learn how to program effectively. You learn about intensity. You learn about your body specifically, how it all fires and functions. So for $2,600, and you just use that same blueprint, you can be really, really happy and healthy for the rest of your fucking life. Now, if you divvy up, I'll get the calculator out. If you divvy up, calculator, sorry about that. Turn that off. If you divvy up 2,600 over, let's say, divided by 50, $52 a year, which is nothing, $52 a year, in order to live a 10 times better life, in order to probably have better job opportunities, feel better about yourself, learn how to exercise, keep your weight off, all that shit. $52 a year. That's it. It's less than a Netflix subscription. Half the price of a Netflix subscription to live a better life. Guaranteed. If you're with the right coach, that is. So yeah, I don't know. I just think that's a no-brainer. It's another way you can leverage yourself. But as I'm someone that really is consciously trying to look after men every day and provide the best advice that I can and the best knowledge that I can, I think it's crucial that you identify these things that are going to give us fucking leverage, boys. You know, not a lot of people talk about it. Why not? It's confronting for some people. But most people don't understand the nature of what it is to be a dude, what it is to be a man. Like, it's competitive. Literally, if you see a girl out there, when I was growing up, man, if you saw a girl and you were with your best mates and your mate wanted, like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it might have been, it's dog eat dog. It's like you and your mate are going to try and compete. Now, these days, obviously, I'm 30, that shit doesn't happen anymore. I'm older, more mature. But back in those days, that's what you do, head to head, right? Or if you're in high school, that sort of stuff happened. If you're trying to compete for a girl, or if you're in school, you're competing for grades. Life's a competition, especially if you're a guy. It's like you want to have the most money, the shiniest car, the best rig, the nicest, best head, the most well-dressed, the most charismatic. All these sorts of things are really, really attractive. You're the most out of those things. You're going to win on so many levels. But if you're someone that is meek, shy, not outgoing, not handsome, not someone that looks after their health, so doesn't look after their weight, doesn't lift weights, isn't strong, all that sort of stuff, you're not going to come out on top. Men respect men that look after themselves and that are big and strong. We just do. It's in our nature. And I don't know any bloke that is sit there and has seen a boxer, maybe 0.1%, but you see the heavyweight champ of the world and you're like, meh. You respect it. Big and strong men get respect. Or men that dial into a profession and are just beasts. Like a fucking Jordan Peterson or whatever. He's a psychologist, meek-looking, skinny guy, but you know he's a beast. He's a 20, 30-year expert more in his field. And so we respect that competitiveness because we know that they're top of the game. We know that they're, beasts in their field. So we respect that. So I suppose I like to see where success leaves clues, and those are the things that I see. Where can you get respect as a man? Where can you leverage your time and energy to be perceived and positioned higher up in places that matter? Health, fitness, education, obviously how you walk, talk, dress, carry yourself, that sort of stuff is massive. But these are ways that you could easily be better than 95% of the population, the male population, if you want. You don't have to put in that much work. Like, well, have a look at the stats. I should have probably come more prepared. But let's have a look at the stats together, team. Okay. How many men in Australia work out? Men were more likely than women to meet the physical activity guidelines. 27% of men work out. So you are in the top 73, or top 27 percentile? Yeah, top 27 percentile of men. That's crazy. That's bonkers. Yep. That's just so insane. Easiest way to leverage yourself. Start exercising. Those people aren't even in shape. They just use the gym. So if you're someone that's in shape, you're probably in the top 10% of people in the world. Every 9 people you walk past, you're going to be in better physical shape than them. And that means something. If you don't think it means something, and not in physical shape, like mental shape too, because you feel great after working out. Trust me, after living in alignment with your ideals, you feel fucking pretty red hot. So I think walk forward and arm yourself with that information. I think it's super, super crucial. I think another thing that I wanted to talk about today was the need for therapy for guys. Now, something that I have always, I mean, obviously I've got a degree in psychology, so that sort of stuff's huge for me. But having that understanding that, like, you need to look inside for what's fucked up about you is so crucial. If you're a guy and you haven't been to therapy, you're already, barking up the wrong fucking tree. Because what therapy can do is help you think about things better, improve the way you cognitively process things. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. And again, you'll be in a position where if somebody fucking cuts you off on the road, if somebody says something you don't like, you're not going to kick off about it, and it's not going to ruin your day. Or you're not going to get so focused. Like the other fucking day, what happened is I'm promoting the High Performance Man online on Facebook. And some guy hopped on there. Crazy. He goes, you fucking like bald this. And I'm like, fucking haven't heard that one before, genius. It's who I am now. I don't even, it's like saying you've got arms. I'm like, yeah, and he's like, you bald cunt, kicking off about nothing. And I'm like, mate, hope you have a great day. Thanks for opting in. Blah, 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 bye. And this guy just fucking kicked off about absolutely nothing. Ranked my page 1 star. Like he just went in. And there's people like that fucking everywhere. And if he went to therapy, chances are he'd be able to deal with an ad that's on Facebook a lot better than what he currently did. I can tell you that much. Like if seeing an ad fucks your day, that's literally the point of Facebook, is it's an advertising platform. It's a social media connecting place that you can use for free as a result of you being the product. The only reason why you can use it for free is because there's ads on there. If there wasn't ads on there, you couldn't use it for free. And so I just think it's absolutely hilarious that somebody can get triggered from seeing an ad that's meant to be there. And same thing goes with myself. If I saw some guy abusing me and I wasn't emotionally stable or strong or capable, I would have thrown the fucking computer halfway across the ground. But I just looked at it and I was like, I tried to help the guy. And that's got to be the attitude. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's clearly not okay. But like, all good. That needs to be the attitude. And that comes from therapy. That comes from being calm in the storm. I just think everybody that gives a damn about how they think, how they feel, and wanting to be better should do some form of therapy for whether it be childhood stuff, current dysfunctional behavior. If you drink every week without fail, not a good behavior to get involved in. Not the worst. Don't get me wrong. Like if you want to sink piss every weekend, like go for it. Like whatever. Sink a 6-pack every week, man. It's not gonna fucking be the end of days. You can still be a really good human and drink fucking 6 to 12 beers a week. But if you want to be someone that's top 1%, why not leverage yourself? Go see a therapist. Fuck that habit off. Be more aware of yourself. I just think that's a fucking no-brainer. Now we're going to go ahead and look how many men seek therapy in Australia. How many men seek therapy in Australia? Look at this. How many men actually go to therapy? Hey, this is for the US, but much the same. Men's health in Australia. Up to 25% experience a diagnosed mental health disorder in their lifetime. And 15% experience a disorder in any 12-month period. So, it says 10% of guys, 12.1% of US in the 2021 time, received health treatment or counseling at some time in the past year. I think that number is really low. But, again, lets you know that if you want to be in the upper percentile of people, it's a good idea to have somebody that doesn't give a fuck about you in terms of like, they're not connected to you as a family member, to challenge you in your thoughts and your beliefs and what's going on with you. If you've got some really standing out, if you're one of the lucky few that is born and raised in a really loving home and you have no dysfunctional behavior and you are working to all your goals and you are living in alignment with yourself, then sweet. Don't fucking go to something you don't need. But I'm talking to the guys that probably fucking need it, that can't be consistent with anything, that sleep really poorly, that don't train, that don't eat well, that drink on a regular basis, that want to be better. If you want to be better, these are the ways you can do it. Therapy. You can do exercise, training, commit to a coaching. Now, I don't advise going to a life coach or anything like that, any fucking thing ridiculous. But therapy for your mental health, exercise for your physical and mental health. What else? There's support groups out there. Let's say if some stuff happened to you as you're in adult trauma groups, whatever it is. There's plenty of opportunities for you to go out there and become a better human and leverage yourself so you can be in the top 5%, top 1% of men, and to be irreplaceable. My goal for people listening is they tune into this podcast and they take action, and also they become the man that's irreplaceable in life. That's it. They become a man that somebody goes, fuck, he's one of one. There is not somebody else I can grab. And in my life, I believe I've been that to a big extent. I believe when I was 20 and I was doing my fitness diploma, I was going out and getting after it. And I was that guy. I was 25, same thing. I was going out and getting after it at uni. I was that guy. Now, I believe I'm that guy still. I've got my own gym. I'm doing online coaching, podcasts, all that sort of stuff. I believe I am that guy. It takes a long time to build and instill that. And I'm not perfect and I'm not the best guy, but I'm leveraging myself to be the best, or the best that I can be. And I'd rather be the best that I can be versus some B-grade version of Adriano that I don't respect. So I wanted to give you guys some insight into how you can leverage yourself to be irreplaceable in life. And it seems to me that the clearest things, and books. Books could be a really good one. I talked about short courses, I talked about all that sort of stuff, and something that's come to mind is books as well. So if you're someone that struggles with, you don't do a short course, you don't want to do that. But financially as well, you need the support. Like you don't have the money. Go buy a $20 book, $30 book from Amazon. Read that motherfucker a couple times. Go to the top 10 best-selling self-help books. How to Meet Friends and Influence People, fucking Atomic Habits, all that shit. Smash those. And I guarantee you'll be in a much, much better spot than when you started. I guarantee it. Okay? Those are just some of the things that I would do, team, if I wanted to leverage myself to be a top 1% person and irreplaceable in life. Hope this podcast helps. If you can go ahead and give it a 5-star review on Spotify, that would be amazing. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you next week. But thanks for tuning in. Peace.